guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to make a grapefruit salad out of itself. You might be confused. Don't be. I'm going to show you in a second. So basically, very simple. Cut off just a tiny bit so the grapefruit is able to stand on itself. That way it won't move. Next, you're not going to cut it like this. You're going to cut it on its side. You're going to want to cut it about even. Next, you grab a small knife that's sharp. And what you're going to do, you're going to try and cut around the edges. And what basically you're doing is you're hollowing this out. So, I'm going to do as best as I can. Will I screw up? I'm not sure. Stay tuned to find out. But basically what you're doing, you're separating all of this lovely grapefruit from its pulp. And then we're going to make a salad out of the lovely grapefruit. So, what you're doing, you're separating it. And when you're done separating it, you're then trying to cut the inside. So a trick, what you could do, you push it a bit like this. And when you're pushing it like this, there's a little bit of a lip. And you can look inside. So, I'm almost done. The first part. Bam. I didn't do a bad job. So, you're going to keep this on the side. You're going to do, you don't have to do it with this side unless you're doing 2 cups. But if you're doing 1 cup with a bunch of grapefruit, what you're going to do, you're just going to flip it like this. You're going to segment the top so you can see. This is very similar to the grapefruit, to the orange segment video, which I'm going to put at the bottom, but basically it's almost the same technique. You're cutting one end and then you're following the edges to expose all of the grapefruit. We're going to remove all the extra pulp very quick. Yeah, there's not a whole lot, but grapefruit's a lot easier to do than orange most of the time. You just got to be careful of the seeds because there's quite a bit. So, this is okay. I'm going to cut a little bit here. Not exactly necessary, but the bigger the segments, the easier it will be to work with. So this one's not that bad. Okay. Cut like this, like that. I'm going to get rid of all these yucky fleshes so you guys can see perfectly. Or as good as you can. Whoa, let me see. Fantastic. Okay, so now you're going to grab a bowl like in the other video. Yeah, sorry, this camera won't work as well, but what can you do? So, grab a bowl. You're going to grab your segments, and you're going to follow the lines. See, there's lines. So you're going to follow in between the lines. And you're going to cut your segments. And then, actually, that's basically it. So, cutting your segments. I'm going to go as fast as I can. If I'm not cutting it as perfect as I could be, sorry in advance. I don't want to bore you guys to death watching me cutting this for half an hour. So, I'm just going to go as fast as I can. And we're going to see the basic principle of the idea. Wait, I screwed up a little bit. I have to take up some more pulp. Okay. Bam. 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 And what I do, because it's almost done, is I take this part and I squeeze. Why? Because of that lovely grapefruit juice, which I actually don't like, particularly. I find it a little bit bitter, but I mean, to each their own. If you have any heart conditions and you're taking medications, be very careful because it actually lowers blood pressure by a lot. So it could be actually very dangerous with some medication. Just keep that in mind. I learned this when I was working at the hotel because some clients had dietary restrictions. That was one of them. Was not eating grapefruit because of that reason. Okay, almost done. I'm rushing it a little bit because I'm trying to finish the video. By the way, amazing song. I love classical music. If some of you guys want me to play something else in the videos, please let me know. I'll try and find some kind of free background music that I could do. But I love classical, so. Okay, so ideally when you're not trying to rush this, you end up with a grapefruit. You're then, if you want, you could actually add other stuff in here as well, but I'm just doing it the simple version. And you're then adding the grapefruit back in. kind of like this. But yeah, so you're basically putting the grapefruit onto itself, and you're making a salad out of the segments. And then it's very, very easy for you to eat, and I guess your guest or your significant other to eat. Just be careful. I was very lucky. I didn't have a lot of seeds. Sometimes there's a lot of seeds inside. You just pluck them out later with your hands. Don't try and use your knife. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. So that concludes this video. When you're doing it at home, take more time and get those perfect cuts. And you see, like, I kind of skipped the second half. That's why it's so little. But normally you have a little mountain here. So it's like, it's very visually nice. Also, what you could do, you could add in stuff like a passion fruit, stuff like mango. You could make this look super, super nice if you wanted to. I recommend you do that. So if you liked what you saw, like, subscribe at the bottom. And there's a lot more videos to come. So stay tuned, and bye-bye for now.